Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we get to go and talk about some of that spicy drama that's going between the PlayStation 5 and Xbox. As you guys all know, it's the usual console wars going on. Basically, the PlayStation fanboys versus the Xbox fanboys. And then every now and then we have the random PC boys just kind of sitting there, kind of like me, and sometimes the Nintendo Switch homies just being like, I like Mario, up in the background. So we actually have some interesting news and also some brand new AAA, I think, exclusives. They'll be finally going up here on Sony. It was a little bit rumored, but I think it's looking even more, a little bit likely as well. And on top of that, too, at least we have Sony finally going and making some commitments to go against Xbox. So we have a lot of stuff to kind of talk about throughout this video, and I'm kind of excited about this because I love news, I love games, I love seeing new games, and also I love competition. Because as you guys know, competition, even versus game consoles, etc., drives innovation, new games, and also just overall competition is good for almost every market. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. And I hope you guys all will enjoy the video itself. And my usual quick sellout, if any of you guys are brand new to the channel, we are giving out a PS5 sometime in the near future. So make sure you guys are subscribed to be entered in to win that with the notifications on for the channel. If you guys like Sony news, restock news, or you guys are still trying to go get your console itself, leave a like if you guys enjoy these types of videos. And of course, always comment down below your thoughts. I love kind of seeing your opinions. Even if you guys disagree with me, I never mind. Like, I'm cool with that. I've been on the internet for a long time. I don't mind. I like hearing your opinions. As well, we always have the Amazon link. Amazon's looking a bit more overdue for restocks and also for cancellations, warehouse sales, or whatever. That is always linked down below. The Twitter and Twitch stream, especially follow up the Twitter in case you guys want restock news, or just Twitch if you guys like games and talk about games or whatever. The Weeble, sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock and free money. And Coinbase, if you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency, you guys go get free Bitcoin with the links down below. Let's go start this video itself. So, as I mentioned, Sony, I think, actually might be finally committed to an actual, I guess, like a way to kind of go and take some hype away from Xbox and Microsoft. So to kind of give you guys some context in case you guys missed some of the gaming news, or to at least to fill you guys in, if you guys missed it, Bethesda, aka the people who made a lot of cool games like Wolfenstein, Skyrim, Fallout games, etc., just a lot of really well-known games, Doom as well, I believe. When it comes to that, is that they actually were officially bought out by Microsoft, or Xbox Series X, which means if you guys have a computer with Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass, or an actual Xbox Series X, now you guys can basically go play all those games for free if you pay, you know, the monthly subscription for the Xbox Game Pass, which is very big news because Bethesda's always had some pretty big games. I'm sure most of you guys have heard or have played Skyrim or Fallout games or a lot of those games in general. So a pretty big game company. I believe it was officially sold over here for $7.5 billion. And that was pretty much finalized. And then a few days later, it was available for the Xbox Series X Game Pass, or, also on PC. But as well, on top of that also means for future games, they also do actually get to go and have those exclusive rights. That's more so for like the next Skyrim, Starfield, etc. As well, right now, I do believe Sony does still have some exclusive rights for Deathloop, which is a Bethesda game. But as of right now, that's just more so for now. Any future games will be going for Xbox. So as you guys can probably go and tell, there's a bit of a competition on like what games can we go and get, what games can we go and buy, what games can we kind of steal in the open market or try to go and buy out from a different company. So we actually have a brand new thing, which is kind of nice, which is going to be more so on the Final Fantasy 16 news, which I think is very good. We've also heard some pretty good nice news for Final Fantasy 14 when it comes to being developed on these next-gen consoles and being updated. And a lot of the people are saying that the consoles are going very, very well for Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy news, even on the updates. We've actually heard devs go and give nice words and sayings, especially to Sony as well. But one major thing for us to be on the lookout for is the Final Fantasy 16, which is now looking like it's going to be more so confirmed as a PS5 timed exclusive with the PlayStation version launching later. Now, this was kind of rumored. I kind of always rumored this myself as well. I think a lot of, I guess, are kind of more on that boat. But we actually have a little bit more confirmation that it will be a proper Sony PlayStation timed exclusive. So more so, we had a little bit of a leak that happened as of not too long ago that a professional promotional PS5 video from Sony on one of the official Sony YouTube channels, one of the Brazilian PlayStation YouTube channels, actually shows up and shows off some of the more so exclusive PlayStation 5 consoles, which includes Ghostwire Tokyo, which I'm very hyped up for. I think it'll be a good game. Deathloop, which is also, as I mentioned, a little bit of an issue with Bethesda, but as of now, it belongs to Sony. And Final Fantasy 16. Now, I'm a big MMO guy, so I like the Final Fantasy 14, as well. I'm also a big like JRPG game as well. I actually, funny enough, was one of the rare people who actually liked the the actual Final Fantasy 15. I played that on PlayStation. So I'm just saying I'm kind of cool with that as well. So I'm kind of cool with that. But the interesting thing too as well is basically this information right here. The interesting part, however, is that during the trailer for Square Enix's upcoming title, a small line reads that the title will be a timed exclusive for Sony's next-gen console, the PlayStation 5, not available on other platforms for a limited time after launching on the PlayStation 5. The translated line reads, we've included a screenshot showing the line in Portuguese down below, which also has this. Though we did also go and see a little bit of news and a little bit of drama with Godfall, which was supposed to be a very big and hype PlayStation 5 exclusive, because right now you can't play it on, the PS4. So that was a little bit of a drama because there's now some rumors as well that Godfall might be going to Xbox. Now, as of right now, those are just on rumors as of just in general, but it kind of seems like Xbox is trying to go and get any type of good exclusive game, whether it's from like a major AAA developer like Bethesda onto Game Pass, or even some potential exclusives, think like Final Fantasy 16, Godfall, etc. So very, very interesting to kind of go and see all this major news over here. And also right now, Sony and Square Enix also have not confirmed or said anything about this, about being a timed exclusive. I think a lot of people, myself included, are kind of assuming it because we even saw it up on like press announcements. They've mentioned a lot. I think also Final Fantasy 7 and the Final Fantasy 7 remake and DLC, etc. A lot of that more so leans towards Final Fantasy being more biased towards Sony, and even the Final Fantasy 14 news also on the consoles as well. So just saying. But also based on the previous line and previous rumors, we wouldn't be surprised if the title will be indeed exclusive to Sony's console for a limited period of time. So very intriguing news on that. But what other little bit of news we kind of touched on too as well on why this kind of Sony versus Xbox kind of console fight keeps on kind of zooming on up is the Sekiro drama / rumor. So we did actually go touch on this a few days ago on the channel itself, but it kind of fits the theme and the topic, is that if you guys don't know, Sekiro, basically a game that's pretty, I'd say is very good, it's from Software, might also either, the kind of like is like a little bit more of like the big rumor, it could either be going towards the Xbox Game Pass, which would be very, very, very surprising, or could be a free exclusive game now from the PS Plus subscription. So basically, you know how you get free games once a month. So very, very intrigued to see how this all kind of plays on out. I'll give you guys the quick recap on it because it relates to the video on how like basically right now they're just like fighting between the fourth. Like Xbox wants some new exclusives, Sony wants some exclusives because they want to go and sell the consoles and they want to keep people on their network. Microsoft for the Game Pass and Sony just in general, or on PlayStation Plus, or buying their exclusive games. But as I mentioned, we actually had a developer over here, we touched on this in the previous video, saying, hey, if you're thinking about buying Sekiro in the next couple of months or so, maybe hold on off just in case. And with this stuff, we know that the person actually has a lot of Xbox like ties, like they've done a lot of work with Xbox back in the day. So it could look slightly likely that it would be coming up on the Game Pass, but as well, it's also a major rumor that it might be the next free-to-play game that you guys can get for free with their PlayStation Plus subscriptions in the near future. But one major thing too as well is that also his leak information was more so based on the PlayStation Plus, which was him basically stating that the PlayStation Plus will be having Final Fantasy VII Remastered, which you guys can actually go and get right now for free if you guys do actually go and have a console itself, like a PlayStation console and PlayStation Plus subscription. Make sure you guys are always getting these free games, because once you go and redeem them, you get them. It's worth it, especially for even this month. You have like Remnant from Ashes and a few other cool games mixed on in, like Final Fantasy. When you guys have a chance to go get these games, might as well go get them. They're free. Like, you can't really beat free as long as you're paying for the subscription. So overall, my kind of thoughts on all of this, it's nice because we're kind of starting to see a little bit more action between both Microsoft and Sony, trying their best to get specific games, try to go lock in specific AAA titles, and also more so try to go and buy out development companies. We're more so seeing this, I think, a lot more in Microsoft, though, as we can kind of go and tell from the Bethesda buyout. But either way, for me, I'm a PC guy, so I'm kind of happy with either or, because I do have my nice little PS5. Also, make sure you guys are subscribed for our giveaway for it with the notifications on, you know, like the video, blah, blah, blah. But for me, I'm okay with anything. Like, I will play every console. I'm a little bit of a Sony fanboy because I really do like their exclusives, but I'll play anything. As long as the game is good, I don't really care what platform it's on, but I do have a little bit more of a loyalty towards Sony. You guys can probably tell by all the videos. But I mean, I'm okay with anything. I'm cool with just fun games. It's what I want. I want well-made, non-glitchy, non-delayed games that I can get for kind of a good price. You know, either it's for free or also from the Game Pass. Either or. So I would love to hear your thoughts down below. I do really like the fact that Sony is actually trying to go keep themselves relevant, whether it's from really good PlayStation Plus games or they're trying their best to maintain other AAA games such as Final Fantasy 16. But I also like the idea that Xbox is also trying to stay competitive as well by trying to get really good exclusives, signing up things like Bethesda, and also trying to maintain really good in-house consoles. As of right now, I kind of feel like Xbox has really good developers in Game Pass, and Sony has really good exclusives such as God of War, Ratchet and Clank, Horizon, etc. I'd rather play a Sony exclusive over an Xbox one, but I think Xbox has more overall games available on the Game Pass that more intrigue me. So I would love to hear your thoughts down below. I love kind of hearing all this news, and definitely no fighting against the, either one. You always play whatever you like, buy whatever you like, but I think it's always fun to talk about this news in general. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Comment down below your thoughts. Check out the Amazon link because Amazon's very much overdue, or I may have even been dropping sometime soon for the actual PlayStation itself, for warehouse sales or whatever. The Twitter and Twitch stream, a link down below if you guys want to go follow. The Weeble, sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock and free money. And Coinbase, if you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency, you guys go get free Bitcoin. If you guys saw any ads throughout this video, it goes towards my mom. So thank you guys all for that. And of course, you guys are all amazing. I'll see you guys up in the next one, and subscribe if you guys are new. Love you guys all so much, and I appreciate you guys all for everything.